Big 2 Local Weather Authority forecast. We warn you first.
Well, good evening, everyone. And we've seen a lot of clear skies recently. I know that winter weather at the beginning of last week kind of took all of us by surprise, but the good news is that's gone. We've got fall temperatures, a pretty warm day today, in fact. And right now, just a little bit of cloud cover over a lot of West Texas. Those high altitude clouds not bringing any sort of precipitation, but they are making for some pretty sunsets, that's for sure. If you saw it tonight in the Midland-Odessa area, it was really, really pretty. A lot of pastel colors. That's what those high altitude clouds do when we do have them in the area for those sunsets. They get really, really gorgeous. And the sunrises as well, but it will be a chilly day tomorrow, but another typical fall week ahead of us. After tomorrow, things warm back up. We get kind of to that West Texas fall we're all used to this week. Clear skies, some warmer highs going forward than we've seen this past week. Again, that winter weather moving out of our area. We'll see temperatures get just a little warmer. A pretty windy day tomorrow. We'll see a cool front move through tonight that will drop our temperatures just a little bit, but overall we're still above where we were 24 hours ago. For Midland-Odessa, 12 degrees above this time yesterday, 10 there in Big Spring and 10 in Marfa as well. So a lot of changes coming to West Texas this fall. Again, we've already seen that winter weather move in, dropping our temperatures by 50 degrees, and now beginning to warm back up. We'll see those temperatures back off again tomorrow, but today was pretty warm, all things considered. This one, not correct. This is actually the winter weather we did have on Wednesday. 41 degrees was our high. You see how far we've come today. Our high temperature 80 degrees, so things did pick up quite considerably. Tomorrow, the good news is things won't be quite as warm. We'll cool off overnight to about the 40s. This model not necessarily cooling down enough. 51 degrees for Odessa and Midland. I'm thinking it's going to be cooler by about 5 or 6 degrees, cooling down into the mid 40s. We'll probably see what we see in Seminole there, 47, 50 in Fort Stockton, and 52 in Pecos is probably around where we see temperatures there for the Trans-Pecos. But we do heat up in the afternoon, not quite as much as we did today, not heating up into the 80s, but we will heat up into the high 60s. 68 for Odessa and Midland. The 70s in the Trans-Pecos and the low 60s in the mountains. So we do have kind of a mix of everything tomorrow, little 70s, a little 60s, but I do expect things to be staying quite considerably cooler than we did today. But we do have that cool front moving into West Texas, and one of the things that we'll notice is not necessarily precipitation, but we'll see our winds start to pick up. You can see 10 to 15 miles per hour kind of all day, backing off in the evening. But you see a lot of sunshine there tomorrow with those high-level clouds sticking around. Should make for another pretty sunset tomorrow, and it may be just a little chilly if you want to watch the sunset out there tomorrow. Picking up to about 67 by the time we get to tomorrow. And let's take a look at those winds, because that cool front is making its way into West Texas right now. You can see Snyder and Seminole, 14 to 15 mile-an-hour winds that are coming out of the northeast, bringing in some cooler air, but not bringing any rain chances. So no precipitation with this, but those wind chances, or those winds, will stay pretty high, 15 to 20 miles per hour. You can see 27 out there in Guadalupe Pass, and that's a sustained wind. So we could see winds that get even stronger than that. That wind coming out of the northeast again, bringing cool air, but not enough energy to pick up any precipitation. 15 to 20 by the time we get to 11 a.m., moving out by the time we get to the evening tomorrow. So a cooler day than we had today with windier conditions, but no rain, just some cooler temperatures. 70s along the week, except for that one day, Wednesday, picking up to about 80. But we do have 70s and 40s in the forecast for this entire week, Jake. So a pretty typical fall week in West Texas after we get through tomorrow, but a chilly morning coming up tomorrow morning and a chilly morning Monday as well. So if you have an outdoor job site, you may want to bring a jacket and stay warm out there for the next few mornings. But then we kind of pick back up to pristine conditions, I will say. That's kind of my favorite weather. You know, 70s, nice. Clear. Good to be outside in the afternoons, but also you could use a sweatshirt, you know.
I've already hit my sarcasm drum thing. I was looking for maybe some spooky forecasts on Halloween, but you can't give me anything like that?
I can't give you anything spooky, only good news.
That's okay, Jake. Well, I appreciate good news. I think we all do as well.
Absolutely.
But